Hello everybody, welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events, and it is now Thursday, January 7th at 12:30 in the afternoon. I'm recording this. Let's go back more than a week ago. I was on Daybreak with Chris Kane, and I said there's something about this up and coming weekend. And this was more than a week ago. I thought, you know, we may have our first true shot of winter weather in the state. And I said, of course, as always, northern Arkansas would be favored. And if you look at my previous blog post, the model's just kind of, doesn't look all that impressive. Took it away, and I said, be careful. There have been times when the model's just kind of like, it's not going to happen. There could be a couple of flurries. And then all of a sudden, it comes back. And with the pattern change going on, a split flow pattern in the United States, I'm not surprised. Guess what it's doing? It's having a hard time dealing with everything that's going on in the atmosphere. And yes, indeed, I still think that there's a chance for snow, and I'm talking about accumulating snow across northern Arkansas. I've got to make that crystal clear. I don't think that this is a big storm at all, but I do think that we're going to have some snow up in northern Arkansas. It's going to be a wild weather ride, as always, and the way the system is playing out. And we're looking at a milder Friday. So on Friday, it is going to likely get up into around 60, 65 degrees. And then the temperature is going to come down. One more thing I want to point out. The cold air, the GFS does not know about this cold air. When you look at the GFS numbers, I think they're too warm for next week. This always happens with Arctic air. I think the high temperatures will be much colder than what the GFS shows. The other thing about the GFS, if you look at the numbers from the GFS on what we call the MOS, the Model Output Statistics, it always, if you notice, in the last couple of days, it starts to get warmer. It trends towards Climo. So you have to throw them out and look at the actual numbers from the model. So there's a lot going on. Fun and games with the weather. You're looking at the GFS from weatherbell.com. I'm sorry I bloviated again. 2 minutes into this and I haven't even gotten to the weather. This is late today, Thursday. Let's just get to the fun. What's not fun is the fact that this is at midnight, surface low over the Arklatex. And then you also see some precipitation coming back. This is the wave of low pressure, and behind it comes the cold air and the wintry weather for northern Arkansas. This is the GFS again. There may be enough instability that we could have a strong thunderstorm or two, and I would think that some hail would be possible. Right now I would say small hail, but it's worthy of watching for late tomorrow and into tomorrow night. You see this area of low pressure, not particularly strong, at 1,006 millibars, crossing the state. So on the back, remember, it has counterclockwise circulation into that low. So you're getting some milder temperatures east of that low. On the back side of it, the cold air is coming in, and look at the changeover in Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri. And remember, you're looking at this as the previous 6 hours. So this is at Saturday at 6 a.m. And so this is showing you from midnight Saturday to 6 a.m., the amount of rain, where it thinks it's going to rain and where it thinks it's going to snow. Now again, this is the GFS. The low centered, according to this model, near Jonesboro, and moving out of the state, so the cold air is pulling in. This blue line is the 35-degree line, and we have a changeover in the morning on Saturday across far northwest Arkansas. Then you go out here to during the afternoon, and you see maybe over west central Arkansas in the River Valley and those mountains there. And then we also see in northern Arkansas, there could still be some very light snow. This is not implying big snow accumulations at all. Let me see if I can get total snow. By the way, and then you see that tapers off. See the 32-degree line by midnight Sunday getting closer to central Arkansas, so that colder air is wrapping in. How much snow? Again, this is according to one model. It's showing, you look at the scale, less than an inch. Okay, so it's not much, right? That's not much at all. But yeah, there could be some small accumulations across northern Arkansas. Now, I want to go to show you the European model. This is from EuroWeather. Uh-oh, I got to back up out of this. There. This is the EuroWX.com. This is for Saturday morning. You see the rain-snow line up here. You see a mixed bag here, and then this is snow, that's rain. Watch how this comes in. The colder air wraps in. Same idea as the GFS, but this is stronger and drives the snow a little bit more aggressive with snow across northern Arkansas. It's showing a mix here. I don't think it gets as far south as central Arkansas. I hope I'm wrong about that, but I don't think it gets as far south as central Arkansas. I think it's mainly northern Arkansas. And so this is the precip type late in the day Saturday, and then see how that lifts into north central Arkansas late Saturday, and then it's out of here. How much snow, again, this is just a computer model, but look how much it's showing for northern Arkansas. 4-5 inches of snow for far northern Arkansas. So will they be that much? And then you got the GFS, which shows an inch or less. So it'll be interesting to see. I think the models are just now starting to realize what's going on. They're waking up. It's showing a light dusting further south. I'm not sure if I buy that at all. But again, northern Arkansas, as I thought, would be the place to watch. I have a hard time believing that there will be enough cold air, enough moisture left when the cold air arrives. But I still think that we're going to see flakes fly in northern Arkansas. Now, with all that said, when I went on the air on Daybreak and said the weekend of the 9th and the 10th, this was around New Year, I said this to Chris Kane. I said, I think that there's going to be snow in Arkansas that weekend, the 9th and the 10th. And he goes, really? I said, yeah. I said, significant snow. And so we define significant, because I said, he got me to say this on the air. I went out on the air and said this. And we define significant. You have to remember, since it's the first snow of the year, if it comes to fruition, and it is Arkansas, and if it just flurries, we get all excited. At least I do. An inch would be considered significant. So he's rooting against me and hoping I get it wrong. But it's a friendly and fun thing that, just a little, there's not even a wager on it that I know of. But anyway, so I'm really rooting for this right here just to rub it into Chris Kane, just to be honest with you. He gave me so much grief because it had been taken out of the forecast, the models weren't showing it, and lo and behold, here it comes. Maybe. Anyway, thank you so much for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.